Well, I've just been to the shop to pick up some canvas that we bought to use for various covers for things on the boat and bags. It's a really heavy canvas, 14-ounce canvas. I think it's called Boot Camp, good quality. Comes in a 2-metre length, and I've got 4 metres of it. And I've just walked 2.5 kilometres to the shop to pick it up. And now I'm walking 2.5 kilometres back. It's pretty long and pretty big. We made it. This time we're taking a little garden. So we've got some planters, we've got basil babies there, we've got mushroom spinach there, and we've got chilli there. Yep, garden on sale this trip. And Baz 5, or Baz 6, I forget, it's doing really well. So what's happening now? What are we doing today?
We're doing our last shop. So I ordered some new stainless steel chain for the autopilot. And you can only I need what, half a metre? You can only buy it in 3-metre lengths. So we've got enough chain in case things break for a long, long time.
What's going on, Dale?
Just getting all the stickers ready so that we can put the new stickers on things.
And where did the stickers come from?
We made them when we were down in Queensland last time. Apart from this sticker, which is for our boat colour sticker, which we're going to put on.
Why have you got gold and blue, Dale?
Because we're going to do a drop shadow. Gold underneath and blue on top.
Looks like you're doing a dental operation there, babe.
I'm extracting a stud.
Huh?
And it's soaking.
Oh, you've got it. It's moving big time.
Yeah.
Wow, do you want a vacuum cleaner on that?
Why?
To suck any bits of rust that might be on it?
All good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow, she's nearly out.
Mm-hmm. I've got to take the injector out for it to get clearance, so.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, as far as he's going to go until I get the injector out, which is my next job.
Sweet.
All my beautiful paint's coming off. Paint's making it hard.
Yeah.
There we go. All this nice paint work. Oh well.
Well, if I go into a... Next time I get a Bunnings, I'll buy a tube of paint and make it and touch it up.
I don't need to take this off, but let's just simplify the whole process.
But they all come off as one unit?
Yeah. Well, they're clamped together here.
Oh, okay.
Except the design, so you can't. You've got to take them apart to get them off.
You do one at a time. Yeah. Oh well.
Paint doesn't help, I suppose.
No.
That to stop gremlins getting in.
Yeah.
Is it squashed?
Yeah.
Doing your yoga doll?
Yep.
Ooh. It is like a gentle operation. Oh, what? Anything else in there?
Oh, it came easier than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah, because you gave it a bit of a welly. I thought...
Bit of a welly?
Must have thought that was going to be really tough, love.
Generally they're died as.
Ooh. Right. Finally, you get to the bit you want.
Yeah, it's strange. Oh, a bit of rust in there. Let's stick the new one in.
Yeah, okay.
You pass me the bolt box.
Sure. New bolts all the way from the UK.
The engine's full of water.
So why is there water in the engine, Dale?
Because we're fully loaded and we're sitting so low that the anti-siphon for the engine has fallen off its mount and fallen down up there. So it's a siphon straight to the engine and filled the engine with water. Wow, how lucky was that to see that?
Before we turn it over.
Yeah.
So now you just got to get the water out of the engine.
Yep. So I'm going to take the injectors out.
Okay. So where are you up to now, Dale?
Seeing if there's any water in the oil.
Oh, that doesn't look too bad. No water on there?
No, there's no water in there.
That's good tick. What's going on, Dale? What's the next bit?
I'm just going to take the glow plugs out so that when we turn it over, water will come out here instead of locking the engine up.
So you're going to suck the water out of the engine with the vacuum cleaner and then turn the engine over?
Yep.
With it empty?
Yep.
Right. To just push the last bits out?
Yep.
And is that a method you've used before?
One so far.
Ah.
No, I've only ever turned the engine over when I've drowned a motor. Yeah, it's the only wet one. Dry. Wet.
So, how much is in there? Too much?
Too much water, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's just out of one pot. What I'm going to do now is turn the engine over and see if any more liquid squirts out. And then bleed the diesel. Any water?
Yeah, I think on the... Do it again. I think on the right one. So what's happening? We've got lots of water coming out.
Not lots. Enough. Diesel's there. Diesel's there. There's diesel coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. So they're the glow plugs?
Yep.
They're going back in. Water's out. What you doing? Testing. Woo! Does it fit? Oh, look. Well, do you like our curry tree? I'm going to call it a tree. Friend gave us that. How's it for height? Oh wow, babe.
It's going to look beautiful.
Oh, it's going to look amazing.
So I want to go up to that line and up to there.
You've got all your bits that you
Methyl ethyl ketone.
need.
Mix this with orange juice and you'll party all night.
So you're trying to get the residue off?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
Methyl ethyl ketone.
That's never been come off that easily before.
No, this is the secret recipe.
How did you know about that one?
I worked in chandlery.
That is incredible. You're going to get all the 5 names off. Oh, I never would have believed that. I can't get over how that's taken off all the... That's incredible. Because you've tried all sorts of things to get that off.
Yeah. The fish keep biting my toes.
Yeah.
Pretty straight, isn't it?
Beautiful. Yeah.
So if you want to start cutting two at a time or something.
Yeah.
How's that look?
Beautiful. Lovely.
Happy with that?
Very happy with that. That's lovely.
Oh, these fish keep eating my toes.
Whoa! What are you making? That is really, it looks a bit like a snake.
Well, I'm just splicing some 8mm Dyneema onto the new stainless steel chain, which is what drives the autopilot when we're motoring. So the old chain was a bit short, and it used to jump off. So I went, as you saw the other day when we went and picked up the chain, I've cut the chain to length now, made it longer than the old chain, and the only Dyneema I had before was 4mm. It's not the strength so much. I mean, this will never snap in a million years, but I just wanted to have something that's fairly chafe resistant, so I beefed up its diameter and fairly easy to work with. The problem we had, the chain was too short, so that the Dyneema went onto the sprocket, because the sprocket sits, so that's a sprocket.
Oh yeah?
Sprocket sits there, goes onto the quadrant, which is here, and when it ran to its extremity, right, it was going over that, and then it would fall off the sprocket because the chain was too short. So now we won't get past that point. So that's the extremity of the tiller, so that the Dyneema will never get near the sprocket. So I'm doing I can't remember what this splice is called. It starts with B. It's a locking splice. And it's one of my favourite little splices on Dyneema to make a loose eye or a fixed eye. I'm just doing a loose eye around the chain here, make a loose eye at the other end, and then using the joining link, because I've got to run the Dyneema through a whole series of stuff. We go to what's called a master link, and then to tension the whole thing up, I've got a stainless steel turnbuckle, which this has to run through as well to do all the tensioning. The Dyneema runs through here, which is the tension point for the Dyneema. All nice radiuses, all smooth, and nice and easy.
And then that's the end of that problem.
Hopefully that's the end of our problem with the chain falling off the sprocket constantly. So
and then we'll have an autopilot again.
Yeah, when we're motoring. So what I'm going to do now, I'm feeding this back through the Dyneema, through the inside, using a FID, as you'll see here, as it pops out. And then, once it gets to there, I'm going to taper all this off so we get a nice taper, smooth transition from Dyneema to splice. And that's a pretty simple thing to do. I want to make some videos showing splicing because no one does it in a simple form. So one day when I've got nothing better to do, I'm going to sit down and make some splicing videos. Even just the easy stuff like whipping the end of a line. So what we do now is we just grab two, we cut them off with a special pair of scissors that are designed to cut Dyneema, not their $2 scissors from Kmart. And then we step back a little bit from the last cut, cut two more, and then, so what we're doing here is just tapering all the way down. There's no exact science to it, and in a minute you'll see what happens. I like to do my tapering exponentially, so we have quick tapers at the top and then it slows right down to a point. So now as I milk the outer back over this, we end up with a beautiful tapered splice. Look at that, you can't even see the transition point. It just goes from there and gently tapers up to the splice. There we go. And that's even if that centre bit came out, it's still a locked splice. Now, there's two ways of doing this lock splice, and one day I'll make a video of it. Now, if this was on something like rigging, you would do this centre bit 100 times the diameter of the line. So this is 8mm, so you'd make this 800mm. Berry, what's called a berry, and then the berry you'd milk it like this, milk it all nice, and then get a soft nylon hammer and you'd hammer it all the way around gently all the way to the top, and it beds it in beautifully. But yeah, it's a magic product, Dyneema. And there you go, that's it. Now I've got to go and work out the length and then do the splice on the other end, which is the same splice but done in a different way, because when I do this splice I can feed the end back through my splice, but when I do this end I can't feed the chain and everything through it, so we do a bit of a backward splice. But yeah, it's all good fun.